We all know that Xbox Game Pass is one of the best deals in gaming right now. We've had Forza Horizon 5 and Halo Infinite recently come to the service, and there are always huge third-party games coming all the time. What about the smaller games, the unsung heroes of the gaming world? Let's talk about a few hidden gems on Game Pass that you may not have heard of. As always, like and subscribe if you like these videos, and importantly, we have a podcast talking everything video games which comes out every Wednesday wherever you download your podcasts. First up, it's Curse of the Dead Gods. Newsflash, if you didn't know, Hades is also on Game Pass. And if you like that one, here's another action roguelike for you. Looks may be deceiving on this one. It's not simply a Hades clone, and instead has some pretty deep combat mechanics involving curses and corruption as you progress through the path of rooms. There's some interesting use of light and dark, but mostly it's just a heavy reflex focus encounter. To be honest, I found it to have a much tougher skill level than Hades, but Hades unfortunately really has this one beat in the story department. Following on with the Hades theme, next on the list is Anvil Vaultbreakers. Now, we have got another YouTube video with our first impressions of this. It came out in December and it's still in early access. Think Hades meets The Ascent meets a little Starship Troopers. It's a twin-stick shooter roguelike, but the difference with this one is that it's single player and multiplayer. It packs a huge punch in combat, lots of characters to choose from, and big variety to the runs, even though it's in early access. There are 3 areas to beat at the moment, and the bosses vary with every run, so it's an impressive amount of variety for this stage. Even if you don't fancy playing this right now, I recommend putting it on your radar for its full release. In the meantime, you could play The Ascent on Game Pass. It's a twin-stick shooter, and it was our game of the year for the podcast for 2021 after all. Moving swiftly on, this one is unfortunately PC Game Pass only at the moment, but the original game is on console Game Pass as well. This one is also in early access, but already plays and controls really well. The original game was again a roguelike, but this is more of a story-based, mission-focused game. If you like the recently released Chorus or games like Starlink and wanted to try a spaceship flying game without the cost of buying a new game, this could be the one for you. The only catch is you have to have a PC to have Game Pass at the moment, but on top settings, this one looks incredible. Fans of incredible atmosphere, look no further. Interstellar vibes are plenty, XONE has you covered. It takes just over 2 hours to beat or experience. It's got a very simple primary objective in terms of getting your flying craft from point A to point B, but this has a really mysterious story attached, maybe a bit too mysterious. This game will make you feel the same as something like Far Lone Sails, Abzu or Journey does. These were all excellent experiences, and you can add this to the list of games that you can get lost in without the intensity of a typical adventure game. There's not much more to say about this one. It's short, it's atmospheric, just play it. Right, a change of pace now to a game developed by Variable State and published by the consistent Annapurna Interactive, quite a novel game called Last Stop. If you like slower walking simulator type games with a heavy story and dialogue focus, this could be right up your street. It's a game with 3 converging paths, all very different, but I really liked the individual stories. But mainly, the thing that really stands out is the voice acting. It was awesome. The characters are very, very believable, and the setting, well, it does a great job at portraying London, but it does look a lot cleaner in the game rather than reality, I must say. The story didn't quite hit it at the end for me, as although the ending is based on your choices, the vast majority is an on-rails experience. If that doesn't put you off, I definitely recommend this one, as the chapter-based format really makes it enjoyable in bite-sized chunks. Now, we're continuing the slow story-focused dialogue games with What Remains of Edith Finch as our final game in this round of hidden gem picks. Again, published by Annapurna Interactive, but this time developed by Giant Sparrow. This game won a lot of awards back in 2017 and is another 2.5, maybe 3 hour game. Playing as Edith, going back to uncover the stories of her family back at their family home. The individual tales are beautiful, they're upsetting, they're impactful. It's just amazing what they fit into this game and how complete an experience it is. Expect to go all in on this one, and I can tell you it feels a lot longer than 2.5 hours. It's a must play that leaves you thinking about that ending again and again. Hopefully there's a game in that list for you. We all know that Game Pass is stacked with AAA titles, but sometimes there are some great games that just slip through our nets. If you've liked this video, please like and subscribe. It does us a world of good, and we'll make more of this type of content. We have a podcast that comes out every single Wednesday wherever you download your podcasts, Grumpy Gamers. And until then, it's GG from me.